In an anti-human trafficking video, an unidentified woman faces away from the camera and explains in Spanish how she was abused by her American spouse.
Después me casé. Cuando me casé, vinieron los abusos psicológicos. Después vinieron los abusos.
She says her husband, a truck driver, forced her to join him on long trips across the country.
Yo no quería hacerlo, pero él me forzaba. Decía que yo ya era su esposa y tenía que hacer lo que él decía. Cuando estábamos ya en la...
She says he'd threaten the lives of her children if she didn't. So she went. And this is where it takes a gruesome turn.
Subía hombres al camión, me violaban como querían, sangraba, y otra vez me seguían violando.
Eventually, she managed to escape and join her kids. But her story didn't end there.
She was totally destroyed.
Carmen Compt is with the City Heights-based nonprofit La Maestra Community Health Centers. The organization provides wellness services to San Diego's low-income residents, including medical care.
Her story is horrible.
Compt first met the woman in the video when she sought La Maestra's health services for her son.
The doctor asked him why he has fever. It was a winter time, and she said, we live in the car. Why you are living in the car? Somebody's following us. So he called me.
Compt leads La Maestra's human trafficking program.
She was tied in the truck.
After hearing the woman's story, she identified her as a victim and immediately got to work. She provided the woman with a monthly stipend, supplied her with donated items, connected her to health and counseling services, and put her on the pathway to residency.
And the trafficker was her husband.
The woman's husband purposely didn't seek legal status for his wife, who's from Mexico. Undocumented immigrants who are victims of trafficking are eligible for what's called the T visa. And with 18 months, Compt says the woman received hers and was able to stay in the country.
I still see her all the time. She's doing better now. Of course, you know, those scars in the soul never get well.
Over the last 5 years, Compt has helped 90 other victims of labor and sex trafficking in San Diego. Although the majority of victims countywide are U.S. citizens, most of Compt's clients are immigrants. She tracks them by placing a pushpin in their country of origin on a large wall map in her office.
Let's say we have one girl from Russia. See, she was a labor trafficking. We have 2 girls from India, Japan, Philippines. Mexico is full. That's why we have 2 extra maps for Mexico.
San Diego is home to a large human trafficking market, says FBI Supervisory Special Agent Todd Hemmen. He says it can be difficult for the Bureau to combat this because most victims who would provide key information stay hidden in the shadows.
We vet every lead that we get, and unfortunately I think we're missing a lot of these victims because we never get that information.
He says law enforcement agencies often work with organizations like La Maestra to connect with victims, which also increases immigrants' chances of receiving a visa. Compt says all of her current 18 clients are working with either federal or local agencies.
These are the open cases. I have 18 open cases right now.
Those 18 clients also rely on her agency's cash assistance of $500 to $600 a month while their visas are pending. She says clients often pool this money together to pay for housing instead of possibly ending up in a shelter. But recently, her funding from the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants was reduced, and the rest is in jeopardy.
And this is really a problem of success.
That's the committee's president and CEO, Lavinia Limon, speaking via Skype. She says more people are coming forward to access its affiliate services each year. In the past, the federal government has raised the organization's funding, but not this year. It's now facing a $2.5 million gap, which she says will hurt more than just victims.
Because the people we help, they help law enforcement. They testify in trials. They give law enforcement information so the police and the FBI and everybody can go after these very well-connected gangs who do trafficking and make millions of dollars off of it.
While there is a chance existing funding could be shifted and there are several other service providers in the county, Compt says her program could run out of money by the middle of July.
But if we don't get the money, these 18 cases that are open are going to be at the street again.
In the meantime, she says she can't enroll new clients. There are currently 5 people on her waiting list. Taryn Mento, KPBS News.